So, hearty welcome to all of you. Yet another Sunday evening talk at Brahmakumari Shanti Sarovar. Now, in this Sunday evening talk, we have a wonderful topic today on cybercrime awareness. Now, why this session? Why are we here for this session? So, everybody is using mobile and internet? All of you are using? Yeah. So then you need to be alert about and secure about this burning issue, which is cybercrime, which is increasing, rapidly evolving threat with variety of new threats which are coming regularly, including financial frauds, identity theft, spyware, and many others, many fraud calls you might be getting. And interestingly, this session, it is taken by our experts, which is an effort to provide you some awareness and guidelines. So for the speaker off, we have wonderful associates and experts, Mr.Bhanu Yachareni, Senior Manager Cyber Security, SCSC Cyberabad, and Brother Rajendra Prasad Garu, who is an Associate Director of SCSC. So both the brothers, they are close association with Brahma Kumaris and very divine and helpful personality. Brother Bhanu, he has conducted about 500 plus awareness sessions combating cyberbullying, online safety, social engineering crimes, fake news, addiction, and many more. He is currently a senior manager and is certified ethical hacker as well, certified project manager. So I welcome Brother Rajendra Prasad Garu for a brief introduction about SCSC. Can I please welcome?
Om Shanti. Good evening. This is such a important session for anyone, everyone who has a smartphone. In today's world, maybe number of people not interested in having smartphone may be equal to the people who don't want to eat food. Is it possible? No. So there was a survey conducted worldwide and they asked, what are your priority? One said a pair of good slippers, a place to stay, good food, clean toilet, and a smartphone. Surprisingly, 89% of the people said smartphone is the most important for them. They did not say food, they did not say clean toilet, they did not say slippers. Okay, so that's the kind of crazy world we are living. Or it is other way to say that we are living in that kind of crazy world and we are also becoming crazy. These cyber crimes, everybody thinks, or at least the common perception is cyber crimes affect neo-literates or illiterates. That's absolutely false notion, 100% false notion. The people who today getting affected in cyber crimes are highly educated people, most of them, especially in Cyberabad, because we work in Cyberabad Police Commissioner Office, and each one of them, when you speak to them affected by cybercrime, they speak fabulous English. They speak like a Britisher, maybe because they are the closest to the English language accent. Okay, and people are losing not few thousands. They are losing lakhs of rupees. Until now, the highest case we heard is somebody lost 5.13 crores. Investment frauds. Okay. So there is a clear pattern, and one is financial fraud. I'm sure Brother Vamshi Garu knows sometime back, even such a nice organization like this, somebody tried to defame the organization by releasing some YouTube videos. So today, to spoil somebody's reputation or damage the reputation, All you require is simple a YouTube video or Instagram small post, and it can reach hundreds of people or thousands of people or millions of people, all by paying some few dollars or few rupees. So character assassination can happen. The easiest way is through cyber world today. Some knowingly, some unknowingly, but still a victim is a victim. Whether you know it or not, is still a victim. So both ladies, gents, college students, school kids, everybody is getting affected by this. And we thought the only way we can get rid of this is reach out to more number of people and spread awareness about cyber safety. And the biggest challenge we face while we're trying to do this task, everybody thinks he is cyber smart. That's the biggest challenge we go through. Everybody thinks they are cyber smart. When we go to IT companies, they say, yeah, we go through this session every week. But unfortunately, they're getting affected by the cyber crimes. Okay. So normally, this session is conducted by the Sarovar Police Commissionerate, cybercrime, police, and with few volunteers and also Bhanu. And being Sunday evening today, we could not get anybody from the police department. Of course, if police knows 100, Bhanu knows 90. So in terms of the variety of cases we get, so he'll give you live examples. And our sincere request, while you are here physically getting this address, we request you to convey the message what you got from here to your families and friends. And that's the biggest service you can do to your friends and relatives and family friends, is through not fall for cyber crimes, cyber frauds. Okay. So with that small brief note, I request Bhanu to take over and take the session.
Namaste, good evening all. So, sister already introduced about the session. I shouldn't be asking again why we have assembled here, right? So, 300% increase. What am I talking about? 300% increase, yes. There has been a 300% increase of cyber crimes compared to pre-pandemic and post-pandemic. Isn't that alarming? It is. How did it all happen? Like, why the surge of 300% increase in the cyber crimes? Any guesses? Digitalization, yes. Sorry? Spelling mistakes. Yeah, that will come to that when we get on to the topic. Yes, of course, you are correct. Wonderful. All right. My name is Bhanu. I am the Senior Manager for Cybersecurity. I work for Society for Cyberabad Security Council. We have various forums in Society for Cyberabad Security Council, one being Women's Forum, who work towards, you all heard about domestic violence, right? So that forum works mostly on, helping distressed women. And we also have a forum called as Road Safety, where you might have seen our volunteers who closely work with the traffic police in helping or maintaining traffic in busy times, like, the office logouts, or maybe when we have processions or anything, then the road safety volunteers, they play a major role in helping the police department. And then when we have education forum and various other forums, and cybersecurity is one of the major forum, which is like now the high time, like we focus more on cybersecurity. So I work for cybersecurity. So while we're talking 300% is all fine, 300% increase is good. In Cyberabad alone, in Cyberabad Police Commissionerate, we receive around 150 petitions online on an average day. 150 petitions is not a normal task, right? In just Cyberabad. So we have various commissionerates, one being Hyderabad, Rachakonda, Sangareddy, Cyberabad. So multiply with all those commissionerates. So it's a huge number, isn't it? 150 petitions on an average day, yes. So this is petitions is different. I'm coming to that. So petitions are those complaints which are being reported through National Cybercrime Reporting Portal. Okay, so that we'll discuss later at the end of this session. And those petitions will be converted to FIRs. So once you file a petition online and approach the police department and physically file a FIR. So those FIRs on an average day, we are seeing the number has been increased. Last 2 months back, it was 30 on an average day. Now that has increased to 50 on an average, right? Don't take the correct number 50, but it's an average, right? So 50 is again a huge number. And believe me, who are these? Raj sir has already mentioned about who are falling, who are the victims. They're all well educated, highly educated, and IT employees. Right? People who are not, who are in the villages, they are falling prey. But when we compare to the well-educated IT employees, that's really, something that we need to ponder on. We need to think about it. We all feel that, okay, we are smart, as Sir rightly mentioned, we feel that we are smart. When I say smart, how many of us are smart here? How many of us are smart? I am smart. All of us are smart, right? Yeah, looks wise, or like maybe, we are all smart. How many of you have smartphones? All of us. I have 2 smartphones here with 4 SIM cards, right? So now, how many of us are smarter than smartphones? Sir, you are? Wonderful. Okay, I'll come to you then. All right. So, yes, why aren't we, the rest of the gathering here, why don't you think you are smarter than smartphones? End of the day, smartphone is just a device. It's a machine, right? Let's say it's an electric rice cooker, right? You need to put in some rice, a quantity of rice, some, water. Then you need to give instructions, okay, 10 minutes, 20 minutes, whatever it is, it cooks, right? It is you are giving, instructions, right? Then why aren't we smart? Why can't we think that, why don't we become smarter than smartphones? That's how we need to think. We need to. And believe me, I already told you about victims. They're all well educated and IT professionals. I kept on saying this IT professionals because we are seeing almost 80% of them are IT professionals on an average day. And that is one part. We need to really think about it and ponder where they are falling prey. So having said that, so we closely work with Cyberabad Police, as Sir rightly mentioned, and for every session, one of the police officer, it would be DCP or an ACP, they join us, and they, because we work closely with them, and we study the case studies, the daily cases that we come across, right? So what are we going to talk today about? SCSC, we already discussed. I gave a brief about SCSC. Then quick statistics. I already spoke about them, but still we'll touch base on them. Then we'll talk about digital footprint, cyberbullying. There's a lot on that slide over there, but we'll not really stick to the slides. We'll talk about the case studies, which will map to the slides, right? So कभी भी ना क्या होता है, बच्चे को कुछ समझाना होता है तो स्टोरी बनाना पड़ता है. So I will connect the case studies with the presentation here. That will map, like we will connect the dots between there, right? Uh, Everyone has a smartphone, right? Can you do me a favor? Can you quickly scan that QR code? You already did? You followed, sir? Okay. Done? All right. Thank you very much. So we'll come to that again. Okay. Just remind me when we have an open forum discussion, we'll come to that. Okay. SCSC, we already said, we work closely with the industry. That could be IT, ITES sector, pharma industry, manufacturing, hospitality, and many other industries. And we work closely with the government of Telangana, rather, I can say, police department, Cyberabad police. Why do we why do a citizen need this particular body? Why can't you, as a citizen, reach out directly, enter directly and report a case in the police station? Do you think there is this thing na many बहुत सारे movies में देख चुके हैं अपन, अरे यार क्या है पुलिस में स्टेशन गया तो कुछ ना कुछ पूछते रहते हैं, yes or no? तो instead of that, let us keep quiet and चलो छोड़ दें, just leave it here, right? So we want to break that barrier, right? So Telangana has come with this thing called as friendly policing, right? You might have heard about it. That is where we play a major role, connecting the victims with the police department, right? Many victims, they don't report. Out of these 150 petitions, they are reported. We never know, there might be many more cases which are being not reported at all. So earlier I've conducted many sessions in defense sectors and for armed forces. Couple of people, after the session, they came forward and they came up said, I'm a victim, now I want to report it, right? So after conducting these sessions, there are two types of people that we come across. One, a victim, which is good. I pray that there shouldn't be any victim here. At the same time, we came across in some schools, international schools, I can't say that they are fraudsters, but they were committing something which is not ethical, right? So after the session, they came forward and they said that, I'm doing this thing. How do I correct myself? That is the impact that we are creating, right? So victim तो है, उसको help कर चुके हैं, बस हो गया. जो fraudster और जो गलत काम कर रहा है, उसको सुधारना, that is the best part, right? Okay. So our vision is simple, to create a cyber safe ecosystem. Purpose, we have already discussed about this. Statistics, we have already discussed. States with highest FIRs. Telangana. Why do you think? What do you think about it? What's anyone's take from that slide? Sorry? Active. Better. Right? Correct. Wonderful. Report, yes. So that's the best part, right? So crimes. So both लोग क्या समझते, when I show this slide, people think that the crime is more here in Telangana compared to, yes sir. Compared to other states, Telangana में crime ज़्यादा हो रहा है, इसलिए वो FIR ज़्यादा है. नहीं, the reporting ज़्यादा हो रहा है, and FIRs, those petitions are being converted to FIRs and cases are being solved. So that's the first place that we are standing as per the latest survey, right? What is the footprint? Anyone? In a simple language, footprint. Impression. That's impression. Right from there till here, I walked, right? Okay. So I left my footprints here, right? As soon as I leave this room, a housekeeping staff comes here and mops the floor, right? Do you think the footprint will be there? No, right? Say, everyone agrees with me? Done. How about digital footprint? What do you think about digital footprint? It's a digital signature. Yes, correct. So I'll give you an example here. This has happened and been reported in Rachakonda Commissionerate. So this person started getting, so as I told you, I'll not stick to the slides. I'll connect with the case studies, right? So this person suddenly came to, commissionerate and reported his case. What happened is he started receiving some mobbed photographs of his own, right? Mobbed, you know about morphing, right? Editing photographs in an obscene way. I'll not use some terms here based on the spirituality and the audience right here, right? So that person's pictures were being mobbed in an obscene way and was shared on his number on WhatsApp saying that I have these pictures with me. If you don't pay me 2 lakh rupees by end of the day, I'll share this with your contacts and I'll also upload them onto the adult websites. So step into his shoes. What if I receive those kind of messages? I'll go into a panic stage, yes or no? Right? So the person, the same victim went into a panic mode and then he was all, Are kya ho raha hai? Chalo. So then he called this guy and again said, okay, मैं 2 lakh pay कर दूंगा, आप निकाल दोगे ना, delete कर दोगे ना. Yeah, I'll remove those images as soon as I get the amount. So he paid those 2 lakh rupees. He felt that, okay, fine, ho gaya, chalo. Do you think that is gonna end there? No, right? Yes. It's not a phishing. We'll come to that. So after a week's time, he again, after a week's time, he again received a couple of more pictures of his wife. So believe me, he was hell shocked. उसका wife का photograph mobbed होके आ गया. And this time the ransom was double the amount. And बेचारा कुछ नहीं करे. He didn't speak to anyone. Wife's का photographs है. He immediately again, he paid the amount, took some loan, and he's a good rich person, I can say, but still he took loans and paid the amount. रुकने वाला है नहीं. Again after 15 days, this time it was really horrific. He received photographs of his kid, who was a girl. Right? Look, I am a father, I have 2 kids, a son and a daughter. God forbid, it shouldn't happen. But if I receive such kind of, photographs, hell will break out, right? So even it happened with the father. He was all crying, sobbing, and, and he had, this time the ransom was 10 lakh rupees. And the kid is just 8 years past. Right? Believe me, what might have happened to the father who has received, who has seen, who saw those pictures. He didn't have that much money. The ransom was 15 lakh rupees. He had nothing else to do. He wanted to commit suicide. He was all sobby and a wife noticed that अरे कुछ गलत हो रहा है. 1 महीने से he's not eating well, he's not talking to anybody, he's not watching TV, otherwise he used to regularly watch television, he's not going out for a walk, and कुछ तो हो रहा है, गड़बड़ है. Then she asked a close friend to speak to him. So this close friend spoke to the person victim. Then finally, fortunately, he opened up. यार ऐसा हो रहा है, and he showed those photographs. Then Immediately they said that, okay, come on, let us go to the police station, report it. We're not gonna close this here. Nothing will happen. And they reported. And fortunately, after 15 days, the culprit was nabbed. Believe me, the fraudster or the culprit was none other than an electrician who came to his house just 1 month back, right, to just rectify his electrical fan. So how did it happen? Let us go. We have that in movies में flashback mode रहता है ना. So आजकल क्या हो रहा है? As you rightly mentioned, everyone is on a smartphones. How many of you believe? Just trust. Let us be frank to ourselves. If you have any issue with a electrical fan or a tap in a kitchen or a bathroom, or if you need a plumber, how many of you walking down two down streets down the lane and calling for a electrician or a plumber? None of us. We are all stick to smartphones. Google करते हैं. Immediately we look for nearest electrician near to me. Immediately throws the results, right? Don't blame Google, right? I'm ex-Googler, by the way. Okay, so it's just an aggregator. It throws the search results. Whoever has a website, it indexes the websites and then throws the results. Then it gave results. कौन सा था? Urban Company. Again, I'm not blaming Urban Company. It's again an aggregator. It gave some results. It sent an electrician. Electrician came to this person's place. He did the work. हो गया काम. जाते जाते, this is a pretty common practice of people. I don't blame all the electricians, right? So just before leaving, he said, sir, next time आपको ज़रूरत है, अगर कुछ काम है तो मेरा नंबर ले लीजिए. I just stay just like down the lane. You can call me directly. So क्या करते हैं? Everyone here, like, do you agree? Like, we'll take down her. क्या? So next time you call me, and what I'll do is instead of 250s paying to Urban Company and they pay me, they take the commission, and instead of that you can just pay me $100 and that's all. आपका काम हो जाएगा. So immediately, okay, I'm saving 150 rupees, right? And he saved the contacts, like his phone number on his contacts list. We all do that, right? So when the department connected all these dots, what happens is, now, even before saying what exactly has happened, how many of us have a habit of sharing photographs or whatever events, like आज एक event अभी हो रहा है? How many of us share them as status messages on WhatsApp? We all do, right? I also do. Even today I do that. WhatsApp status messages. I have one person I can show right now. He has some 30 status messages. Like, you need to just scroll on looking at his messages. This person also had a habit of sharing status messages. किड का बर्थडे है या एनिवर्सरी है, डिनर के रेस्टोरेंट गए, पार्टी है, पपी का बर्थडे है, कुछ तो भी है, चलो फोटो निकालो, डाल दो व्हाट्सएप स्टेटस में. Aren't we doing that? This person also had a habit of sharing all the photographs on WhatsApp status. And the electrician was stalking. You know about stalking, right? Following. He stalked this victim's status, online, photographs, downloaded them, morphed them, and then started blackmailing. So after connecting all the dots, this is how the case ended up. The person is behind bars now because he morphed a photograph of a kid, which attracts POXO Act, Protection of Children Against Sexual Offences. Right? So be very careful in what you share. So with the information you upload on the internet, it could be your photographs or any data that you want to upload, be very careful. With the information that others upload about you, So as sir rightly mentioned, if someone wants to bring you down, you can give a negative rating, right? Aajkal, now this is the period of, what is this season? Elections, right? If I want to pull down one party, I can give a negative rating, keep on giving some negative rating. There's a company out there who works like, there are like positive people like you, positive rating, and there is a negative branding company which work towards giving negative. उसका काम वही रहता है, नीचे डालना है बस उसको. Okay, so be very careful. Your image is damaged by negative comments about you. Fraudsters impersonate your identity. We'll come to that when we come to financial frauds. Am I making sense here? Am I clear? Right. So how do we protect, how do we safeguard our digital identity or digital footprint? All right. What you publish says a lot about you. So now that as we are talking about election season, if you say something positive about a political party, fine. If you say something negative, also is also fine. It's your freedom of speech, that is fine. But do you know that these youngsters or people who are applying for jobs, you give your CV, right, biodata, you apply to a company. These days companies are not looking at the piece of paper. They are doing social profiling. That means they are looking at your online presence. What is your behavior on online platform? So if you're talking anything about negative about anyone, some people, they end up giving some negative comments about their ex-boss. So in those cases, the current boss doesn't like to employ them, right? So what you publish says a lot about you. Be very careful in what आज we say that, okay, किसी के बारे में डाल देंगे क्या होता है, okay? And another thing, how many of you, we all use WhatsApp, don't we? Right? We all are in groups, we have groups, right? So let us assume you send a message. Let us say I want to say something bad about Raj sir in a lighter note, okay? And I immediately feel that अरे मुझे नहीं बोलना था, and I immediately delete for everyone. Okay? So as soon as I delete for everyone, it goes away. Do you agree with that? It deletes for everyone, right? I'm happy. Okay, चलो हो गया भाई, राज सर नहीं देखा है. I'm happy that okay, I deleted for everyone. What if one of the group member takes a screenshot of that particular message and shares that message with him or other groups, right? So be very careful in what you post, what you share. And deleting for everyone doesn't go away. One can take a screenshot. There is a possibility. I don't say that 100% it happens. But again, it will be there on servers. Your footprint will be there on servers. If required, legal departments can take that out, right? We can retrieve the data. All right? Check the privacy settings of your social networks. Now that we are talking about WhatsApp, how many of you know that there are settings on WhatsApp? So, yes, wonderful. So what are those settings? You can share with your contacts. My contacts, nobody. First nobody, then my contacts, then everyone, and exclusions, right? Now, how many of you want to share your status messages with nobody? अरे यार status डाला है तो कोई देखना चाहिए नहीं? How many of you will now share with your contacts? Why not? Yeah, you can share it with exclusions. Yeah, we don't know. We have some members. I have like 2,000 plus members who are watching my status messages. I can exclude a couple of them, right? So you can choose that. Or No, nobody, if that is your option, right? So those are the settings that you can. So every social media application that you use, be it WhatsApp, be it Instagram or anything, you can use those settings and keep your privacy. All right? Am I making sense? Right. Protect your accounts with strong passwords. So what is a strong password? All right.
Also know, for other people cannot know.
Okay.
But the hackers can they get the password.
Yes.
A strong password is a password nobody can guess.
Wonderful. All right. A big round of applause for the kid. Yeah. Name, house number, phone number, pet name. Yeah. Mother's name. Never use that. All right. I'll come to a recent survey which was conducted. Normally, 8-digit or a 8-character, mixed character is what is suggested earlier. A mix of alphanumeric with special characters. But artificial intelligence, we are in the world, the age of artificial intelligence, right? With AI, AI can break 8-length character within 10 seconds. It could be a mix of alphanumeric, special characters, or whatever, right? So there are high chances it could break. As Sir rightly mentioned, as an ethical hacker, I too can guess, I can run a brute force attack and then get the password. What the survey suggests is having, yes, sir.
Get the password, you mean whatever be the password you will be able to get. Even 8-letter password,
Yeah.
whatever be the password you will be able to get.
Yeah, it will be. The artificial intelligence these days, what happens is there are some algorithms that are being written. It runs a brute force attacks, that what we call in technical language. And if we run that through, somewhere or other, it will catch that password. And running through that, it can guess different types of passwords, and it takes time. But using AI, it takes 10 seconds. If I do it manually, it might take a little more time. Right?
So it means that any of us here, anybody can be defrauded. Only thing is, the attention of the hacker has not come on me.
Yeah.
Suppose I have not yet, my money has still not, I have not been frauded till date, means I am lucky. Right?
Lucky.
That's the only reason. If I am on the net, if I am having a smartphone, I can be.
Having this in your pocket itself is harmful. Like how the cigarette, that box says that, it's harmful to your health, having itself is harmful. Believe me, I am also prone to attack. Right? So,
But when the person who is attacker to see there what is the balance, then go to the hacking.
yeah, we'll come to that. Okay? Even if you have zero balance, they are so smart that they'll take a loan on your name and then get. No, I'll come to that case study, sir. I'll come to that case study. All right. So the survey says that have a minimum of 15. 15 character, not a minimum. 15 character is good enough. 15 mix of alphanumeric, special characters and everything is good enough. But still, it can be hackable. It can be hacked. So you need to keep changing your passwords quite often, once in 3 months. Like every quarter, you need to change it. So my father had an habit, like he is a scientist, he's retired as a director from defense organization, but he's not that smartphone savvy. He's into his own world. So I once created his Gmail account. The password is still the same. Like for 6 years back, I gave him a Gmail account. He doesn't use much. He just uses it to call his daughter, right, over WhatsApp. So I tell her, change kar do, sir, because I make sure that all his bank accounts are linked with some other device, not on his device, because I know how good at his his level on the smartphone, right? So always make sure that you change your password once in a quarter, right, and have it a 15 character length, right? Then Periodically look for your name on the internet. How many of you search for your name on internet? Why? If I may ask.
To get the data, how I'm exposed on the internet.
Internet.
Photos are there.
That's good. Yeah, what's going on, right? So today I have conducted this session. Post this session, I'll upload that on social media. But there might be people who might give me a negative rating, right? So okay, यार बंदा कुछ आ गया, 1 घंटा का लेक्चर लिया, कुछ नहीं हुआ, फायदा नहीं हुआ. That is good. In a way, it's a learning for me. I can learn, I did something bad. Maybe I should correct that. But there might be people who might be sharing some edited photographs, like mob photographs on internet. You never know about it. Do a quick search about your name or your daughter or your kid's name. Okay, so you'll get those results. If you have something which should not be there, you can report it to Google. There is a report option in Google. In Contact Us, you'll get all those details. You can report it. Once you report, they will investigate and then they'll remove the result from the Google search results. Am I making sense? Right. Watch out for public Wi-Fi. How many of you use public Wi-Fi? How many of you know about public Wi-Fi? Yeah. Right. So as I told you, I commute in metro. I come from Dilsukh Nagar. So commuting in metro is like easy and safest way, and I can be on time. Like always, I'm late to office though. But I know that okay, 1 घंटे में मैं पहुंच जाऊंगा, right? So, but what I notice, I have this habit of shoulder surfing. You know shoulder surfing, right? Watching over the shoulder. I have this habit. It is bad, but I have that habit. Even today I was doing that. Because I don't want to, use my data, but I want to use someone else's data and watch what's happening in the cricket. Today it's India versus England match, right? So, Metro offers it sugar-free Wi-Fi, right? So everyone uses that. But while using public Wi-Fi, watching a cricket or an entertainment purpose is always fine. But when you enter your credentials, like using your Gmail, username and password, doing some bank transactions, मतलब गया. हाँ, डेटा से तो करते हो आप, मगर if someone uses public Wi-Fi and then do some transactions, when you are doing some transactions, that will definitely, there are cases which have been reported. That's why we have kept watch out for public Wi-Fi. Yes.
That time when you are doing the transaction, if somebody is watching, they will catch it, or maybe after 1 month after also, somebody can go back and check and then decipher that and then use it.
So there are two chances, sir. One is whenever कुछ free आ रहा है तो something is attached to that. Yes or no? Right? And we are people, free में फिनाइल आ रहा तो ले लेते हैं. That's a common notion that we have. Right? So, yes, public Wi-Fi, as an ethical hacker, I can hack into your account. Let us remove ethical. I'm a hacker, and you are connected to a public Wi-Fi. I hack into that public Wi-Fi, and I can connect all your data, collect the data. If you are doing some banking transaction, I can get into your account, right? So always be very careful. Never do or never transact online. Yeah.
When I am doing at that time, is it possible, or I have finished it? Luckily at that time nobody was hacking. And after 2 days, 3 days, is it possible for somebody to go back there and see, on this day who are trying to do this public Wi-Fi, who are trying to,
Yes.
and then they can take it.
Logs will be there. So logs are maintained on public Wi-Fi. For
They can find out.
sorry.
Mobile
IMEI, that is that we can find out, that will come to that. Okay, when we come to lost phone, lost devices ka. Incognito mode, is I can say 80% you are secure, 20% there are loopholes, right? So having said that, never ever do financial transactions or enter your credentials. Yes, we can go back, get the data, log into the public Wi-Fi network and get the data. That is for sure, right? Yes.
Because by nature, the public Wi-Fi related servers and all are weak, so anybody can
They are weak, sir.
easily hackers can.
That's why we have received cases that they have lost money while commuting through metro. I mean, they said they have lost the money. Then when the department connected the dots, it was through a metro transaction. They were accessing the public Wi-Fi and they lost the money. Yes, sir.
What about the free Wi-Fi offered in hotels when we stay there?
It's everything. That's all are prone. Anything coming for free has an attachment to that. Though it is paid, okay. So it's like, फेस्टिवल सीजन है, बम्पर ऑफर्स है अमेजोन में और रिलायंस में और या जूडियो में. Just before Dasara, I went to Zudio in Amirpet. Okay, so I saw a jeans pant for 999 rupees. After 2 days was the celebration package wo रहता ना. The same pant, now the price tag was 199 rupees, 1999 rupees, 50% off. Got it? So, yeah, that's the strategy. And here also, you pay for the Wi-Fi in the restaurants, but again, end of the day, it's not your Wi-Fi. It's not your own personal router that you are using, right? So, it is prone for an attack.
When here we get the Wi-Fi, like we go and we buy something, we order the package. People who come and they, technicians, sales executives, who come and then get that all set of that.
Yes.
They also can access my home network or something because at home network I obviously go.
No. So what you can do is they install all the whatever setup that they do. After that, you need to change the passwords. No, that's secured. Once you change the password, that's secured. Okay, because if you use the same password, matlab gaya aapka. So I'll tell you what. We had a very weak password in our locality or Wi-Fi, and when I saw the logs, we are only 5 members in our house, but there were around 15 people who were accessing our Wi-Fi. Right? Because my son forgot to change the password after the technician left. Right? So that password was leaked. This didn't happen at my place. I don't want to take the name of the victim's place rather. Okay? So they forgot to change the name password, and it got leaked, and everyone was using the password. I mean the Wi-Fi, right?
आजकल में टोकन सिस्टम आ रहा है, सिर्फ रिसीव जाना है, सिर्फ टोकन नंबर पे ही ट्रांजैक्शन हो रहा है.
Huh. That is safe. Okay, that's one time thing. Tokenization is one time. Anything you use, sir. If you are using public Wi-Fi, घर में भी that's safe. Smartphone is also safe. We'll come to that when we come to a case study. Okay. Right. Let me quickly run because think I'm going slow. Let us not get to this. Statistics both हो गया. So this is basically a gender-based cybercrimes that are happening. So how many of you think that you know about cyberbullying, right? What is bullying? It's just ragging, teasing, right? Motu, patlu, lambu, chaudu, kuch to bhi bolo. And if you keep on repeating it, it becomes bullying, right? So cyberbullying is also the same. I'll tell you one case study here. This this lady came to our office, SCSC. She was crying, literally crying. She is a principal of a reputed international school in Gachibowli. She came to our office, then she sat with me, we consoled her, and then slowly started to ask her what exactly happened. She kept on saying like, okay, someone is bullying me, and then she first didn't reveal what exactly has happened. She said that she showed some photographs of hers and then some mean messages and everything, and so what exactly happened was, she is a widow and she wanted to date someone, online dating platforms, right? She registered on one of the online dating platform and then connected with a person in the United States of America, and this person is a cardiac surgeon. He's a well-reputed cardiac surgeon, and then they both connected on online dating platform. They both liked each other. It went on like they were chatting on the online dating platform, and after some time this online chatting went to a next level. That is nothing but giving their own personal phone numbers, right? So she gave her phone number and he gave the office phone number. They were chatting on WhatsApp now. Online messaging se it came to WhatsApp. WhatsApp se it came to phone calls. It became phone calls. And then they both liked each other. And now they wanted to get married. He proposed. Arey yaar, I know you very well. Now you are principal. You are doing great. I am a cardiac surgeon in USA. They were sharing all the details. This went on till almost 6 months plus. And let us get married, right? So she was also happy. She's a widow. Like, okay, yeah, cardiac surgeon hai, USA hai. Let's get married. So घर में बोल दूंगा. He said, fine, you let us take, get some good dates, and I'll come to India, we'll get married. She told her parents that, okay, this guy is coming, I want to marry him, and all was fixed. Marriage date bhi ban gaya. Venue, sub, everything was fixed. One fine day, this guy, this lady received a call from customs official. This airport's customs officers, right? She received a call saying that we have received a parcel which has some bills, the foreign currency, and some jewelry in it. Okay, but we can't send it like that because it is illegal. You need to pay taxes. So she immediately called this guy. Kya hai? I don't know. He said, I wanted to keep you under surprise because we are getting married. I want to send you some jewelry and some money which will be helpful for the marriage. So I never thought that in India it is illegal. Here though we send it through courier bills. We will send it through courier. She blindly believed whatever tax you just pay to that guy. So this was and the parcel was worth around some 1 crore rupees. Jewelry hai, money hai, so it was 1 crore. And the tax amount was just mere 2 lakhs. She said, okay, itna sara aa raha hai, 2 lakhs pay karne mein kya jayega? So she paid 2 lakh rupees to the customs official. And then immediately she received a call from a local police station saying that जो पार्सल आपका आया है कस्टम्स डिपार्टमेंट में वो हमारा पुलिस स्टेशन में पहुंच चुका है, उसमें ड्रग्स है, राइट? इमीडिएटली शी वॉज पैनिक्ड. एवरीवन गोस इनटू दैट, राइट? अरे ड्रग्स है यार, क्या है, क्या हो रहा है? देन इमीडिएटली शी कॉल दिस गाय. देन द एक्चुअल जो भी बंदा था सामने आ चुका है. मैडम, मैं कोई कार्डियक सर्जन नहीं हूँ, मैं नज़दीक में हूँ, राइट? सो आप 10 लाख भेजो अभी, ये बंदा जो कॉल कर रहा है उसको यू नीड टू पे 10 लाख रुपीस, एल्स आई हैव योर फोटोग्राफ्स, बिकॉज ऑल दिस 6 months she became so close to this guy that she shared her nude photograph. I'm sorry for using this word, photographs with this guy. I was asked not to show that slide because I'm sticking to this slide. So there are slides which are related to that. I'm not showing them here. She shared the photographs and then started the bullying. If you don't pay 10 lakh rupees, I will share these photographs with all your contacts, because she happily shared her father's mobile phone and some cousins' phone numbers. I'll share all these photographs with them and upload them to the adult pornographic websites. बेचारी क्या करती हैं? She was principal of a reputed, she's like getting good salary. She paid that 10 lakhs. Again, he started bullying. I believe it was around some 27 lakhs she paid. And then finally she realized and she complained. Believe me, that person was from Bharatpur. How many of you heard from the name of Bharatpur? Rajasthan mein. So these are the hotspots. Jamthara, Bharatpur, Nu, Mewat, these are the hotspots. Right? Be very careful on what you share. Never ever share your pictures, even the decent pictures, with strangers. First of all, never accept strangers' friends' request. Am I making sense here? Because we feel that, okay, ये बंदा 6 महीने हो गए, we are friendly with him, क्या जा रहा है, and we are getting married, क्या होता है, चलो शेयर कर दो. And believe me, when we took we documented the entire episode, nowhere did he reveal his photograph. He revealed the photographs. Nice looking, banda who is in that doctor, all those stethoscope and surgery room and everything. But banda, when the team went to Bharatpur and nabbed the culprit, he was just 15 years. He was 15. It happened 2 years back. He's 17 now. And when I told you about the victim's profile, victims are all IT professionals or well-educated people. Fraudsters, they're all teens. They're all 8th dropouts. And they are playing with people who are well-educated. Yes, sir, you had a doubt. I agree, sir. But why I'm stressing more on well-educated IT professionals is because even after being well-educated, even you are an IT employee, you are falling prey to the fraudster who's just an 8th dropout. How? Because we are not thinking practically. Right? जो भी message आता है immediately. Sir has asked me a question which I'll come to that. जो भी message आता है, immediately we click on it. We never even, think about where the message has come from. I'll tell you one case study when we come to financial frauds. Yes, sir.
She told me that please open your laptop and type. I was staying in San Jose, California. So type San Jose police station number. The same number I got a call, and she told that I'm calling from the police department and United States of Custom Department, you have not paid the taxes of IRS something. I was shocked and with the proofs something. I have no idea. So kind of like I was kind of literally like
Panic.
they told that you will be put behind the bars for next 5 years. So so that came up, and then my friends came up, and then we know some the cops. So then we came up. Then they told that it is kind of a big scam is going in US. So even with
Pause.
the people are so much intelligent. The phone number, whatever the police station phone number, the same phone number they are able to display on your mobile number and getting the number.
That's easy. I can do that, like, in a fraction. I can take your phone number and send a number. You're all members of this Brahma Kumaris, right? On your name and your phone number, I can send messages that I am in Goa and please send me 10,000 rupees, right?
But
That is
when
possible.
I got a phone call, the number was a police station number.
It will be there. Just mask it and use virtual private. That we can create that, sir. Yeah. So thanks for sharing that, though. So how many of you use? We were talking about digital footprint, right? Footprint. Oh yeah. Fingerprints. Right? Where do you use your fingerprints? Aadhaar, right? This is on rise now. Aadhaar enabled payment systems. So, what happened is one victim lost 2.8 lakhs, right? 2,80,000 without his knowledge. When it was investigated, it was through Aadhaar enabled payment system. How did it happen? Fraudster used his fingerprints, the victim's fingerprints, and started banking, transactions using the fingerprints, biometric devices. You know that, right? There is a facility called as Aadhaar enabled. You can go to a bank, have the Aadhaar, biometric device, and transfer the funds. And how did he get these fingerprints from the victim? Any guesses? Yes, registrations. So we register, land ka hai ya kuch to hai. We go to the registration office and we get the registrations done and we leave the fingerprints on the document, right? These fraudsters are clever enough in cloning the fingerprints, right? They clone the fingerprints and do the transactions. And how do we protect them? Any idea? Any guesses? Any answers? How do we protect our fingerprints? By locking Aadhaar. Who said that, sir? Oh, wonderful. How do we lock it? So, yeah, one is virtual ID, we can get it. But end of the day, you are giving your fingerprint. So, thanks for that, sir. So, there is, just note it down, in uidai.gov.in is the Aadhaar website. In that, if you scroll down, you'll get lock, unlock biometrics, right? You need to lock it. So, once you lock it, it will be permanently locked. What if you want to go to a SIM store, a provider, and want to get a SIM card? In those cases, you can again log into the website and then unlock it. It will temporarily unlock it for 10 minutes and immediately it locks back, right? Yes, sir. So that is one. Once you lock your biometric data on Aadhaar, you'll not get the OTP, right? So in those cases, you need to unlock it if you don't have an alternate number. What if the alternate number is of my wife's and my wife is not here with, when I go to a SIM provider? She might be busy in a meeting. I can't call her, right? So in those cases, I need to unlock my biometric. So I can log on to the website, unlock it for 10 minutes, and then immediately, even if you forget, it will automatically lock your biometrics. So that is a safety tip. So alternate number, it's always there. The OTP will be sent there. Okay, but having practicing this will help you, right? All right. Will not talk all of these. Oops.
This locking Aadhaar ID,
Huh.
I try to lock from the mobile. Okay. There are some problems in that side. Problem. Actually, this locking of the Aadhaar ID, I tried from my mobile, and then it gave some problems. It is not proceeding further. Is it we have to do it from laptop or what?
No, not really. It works on mobile phones as well, smartphones as well.
But
Sometimes there might be some server errors,
Server
server
errors,
issues. It
maybe.
happens. Even yesterday, I was downloading my kids' Aadhaar.
Yeah.
It was throwing error.
Okay. Thank
It
you.
happens. Today, I could able to download it.
Okay. Thank
So
you.
it happens sometimes. All right,
Seco application is there.
sir.
Seco application. We can change anything in Aadhaar card.
I didn't get that.
Seco application is
Seco application. Okay, how did you download that? And
they charge you 99 rupees per month. So I rejected that.
never use third-party applications. If you want to use, there is M-Aadhaar. M-Aadhaar app is a government application. Okay, better use that. Sorry? DigiLocker, yes. That is also government provided. You can have your documents uploaded to the DigiLocker and you can use them. OTP will also be not sent, sir. Yeah, you cannot use that. And there is one more option. There is one more option where you can generate a virtual ID. Okay, virtual ID is nothing but normally we have this. Let us say 39466289 and 1213 is the number. So you can generate a virtual Aadhaar ID and you can share that information. That will automatically uploads your data onto the SIM provider or whatever. That is one option that you can get. Okay, so you need to unlock your biometrics to get the OTP. Okay. All right. So.
Hello, sir. I have one question. It's little not related to this context, but
Okay. Yeah.
So I would like to understand what if I lose my mark sheets, 10th mark sheets or 12th mark sheets, I lose. So what consequence, worst consequence is possible? And one more point I would like to add. So people share other cards, PAN cards in WhatsApp with different people for some work. So I would like to understand what would be worst consequences.
Yeah, I'll answer. You're done? I'll answer first question. What if you lose or someone loses their mark sheets or their documents, important documents? First is file an FIR. So that will be handy. If someone misuses your documents, you can always say that you have filed an FIR, right? Be it your documents, be it your mobile phone, be it your bike, whatever it is. If you lose something, immediately go to the police station, file an FIR, right? If someone misuses that particular item, be it your document or your mobile or your bike, that will be handy, right? Then you can go back to your SSC board or intermediate board and get your duplicate copies. That is always there. Okay. So no one will misuse once you file a FIR. Okay. If someone misuses even that, then those cases you can show that FIR and get it done. One person had that credit card loan abhi puch raha tha na, 0 balance. I'll come to that case right away. So this person had a credit card. His bank balance was 0. He works for GMR airport, as a service person, you know, that's the cargo department. He gets a meager salary, but he had a credit card worth 10 lakh rupees. He was saving that, enhancing the credit limit for his daughter, who was, you know, she wants to pursue MS in USA. So he was enhancing the credit limit every time. He was having good CIBIL score, like 800 plus, and he had 10 lakh worth credit card. One fine day, he received a call while he was in duty. He received a call saying that you have the credit card. We have an offer for you. We'll increase your credit limit to 5 lakh rupees. Would you like that? And ये बंदा को ज़रूरत था because he wants to send his daughter to US and 5 lakhs is like 10 plus 5 lakhs, 15 lakhs. So he immediately said, yes, fine, I'm good with it. And he said, we are sending you a SMS. Just click on that link and share your details. We'll immediately increase your credit limit. And ये fraudsters ऐसा बात करते हैं like they are from the bank, right? Professionals. Have you seen Jamtara series? Anyone? Oh my God, you should see that. It's Netflix. How many of you have Netflix? Okay, so prior to SCSE, I did a project with Cyber Peace Foundation, which is based out of Jamtara, where the crimes are happening. So a Cyber Peace Foundation again works for this cyber security. We came up with a series of Jamtara. It's named Jamtara Part 1 and Part 2, both episodes. You should watch that. How these teens, become fraudsters. How they play with all these people and how they siphon off money. All right, so having said that, so this person clicked on the link, and after 5 minutes, as soon as the call was over, he received a message saying that 10 lakhs have been debited from his account. And in another 2 minutes, he has received another message saying that your 5 lakh rupees loan has been approved and credited to this particular account. 10 lakh तो गया, and उससे ऊपर 5 lakh loan लिया है fraudster. Based on that 10 lakh credit card, you have this OD facility on credit card. So again, he siphoned off another 5 lakhs, total 15 lakhs. He lost the money. At the same time, he immediately, he knows, my brother works as a supervisor in JMR, and he immediately called me and I asked him to report, and we reported, we filed a case. Everything was fine. But udhar rukne wala nahi hai na? Because banks, they don't really care about it. End of the day, they see that the customer has used the credit card, he has to repay, right? So they started harassing him. You took 10 lakh, used 10 lakh credit, you need to repay EMI. This person, believe me, he was not that educated. Now I'm coming to that. He's not that educated. He can't write a FIR or a complaint in English. I helped him write the complaint. So, Bechara, I mean, I'm telling him, he really wanted to commit suicide. 15 lakhs.
Financial loss 1930 number is there.
I'll come to that, sir. You are leaking everything. Okay. Okay, the paper leak ho gaya abhi. Right, okay. Chalo. So, he lost the money. So, what we did was, 1930, then FIR. Then we also wrote to Ombudsman. RBI ka raha tha na, that someone misused the funds, his credit card, and defrauded. He got defrauded. And again, we took help of our DCP, wrote a letter to the nodal officers of the particular bank, asking them not to harass this person until the investigation is closed. Fortunately, last Thursday, we could able to close it, and 8 lakhs was reverted back to his account. So that was really helpful for him. So now he repaid 8 lakhs to the bank. The rest bank has waived off. So that's pretty much. That 1930 was helpful. Sir, I'll come to that 1930. We just discussed before the talk, right? So That is one. Then, my brother-in-law, again coming to, he did double PhD. He worked and retired from GAIL. You might have heard about GAIL, right? Gas Authority of India Limited, based out of Delhi. One fine day, he received a call, similar modus operandi. He received a call and said that, and his son, my nephew, was traveling to USA. He left to Boston for his MS. And on the same day, he received a call saying that we are calling from Customs Department. There is a parcel on your son's name, and this has some drugs and some illegal stuff in it, some weapons in it. And we are sending an FIR. We are sending, it's from UK. The call came from UK. Okay, so we are sending the FIR, and the police are reaching your door right away in some 15 minutes. So they'll be there to arrest you, and you need to come on a video call right away. And he was panicked, and immediately he called whatever number they gave. And as soon as he called the video call, the other side was a police officer sitting in the police uniform with the name, as you mentioned right now, IRDA. So police officer name was, when my brother-in-law Googled, the local police officer name and his name were same. The badge was also the same. And you have sent this stuff. My brother-in-law said, no, I haven't sent anything, any courier. No, we don't really care. It was on your son's name, and it says son of your name is also there. Your address is there. Everything is there. Now we are sending our team to arrest you. My brother-in-law, he retired as a general manager from GAIL. He was panicked. He closed the doors. Believe me, he closed the doors. 3 hours he did not come out of this room. My sister, she knocked the door, and kuch to gadbad hai. She called her neighbors. She's in Ghaziabad, but nothing happened. Then immediately she thought, luckily, fortunately, she recollected, okay, mera bhai hai, kuch kar sakta hai bolke. Then she called me. Then I tried calling my brother-in-law. He didn't pick up. I sent him a message, please call me immediately, there's something emergency. He fortunately called me back. He said, what happened? I asked him, what happened with you? Why aren't you taking calls? He said that, yaar, mujhe aisa call aaya hai, and I spoke to a police officer who is based out of, he's from New Delhi, NCR se hai. They're coming to arrest. I laughed at him, literally. Arey yaar, kya hai yaar? You are just falling prey to that fellow. Aapko bakra bana raha hai. Nothing. No police will call you and say that, okay, we are coming, get ready, wear good clothes. Right? Okay. No one will do that. If they want to arrest, they'll come directly and arrest you. Right? Then he came to that, hosh mein aa gaya. Then he said, यार मैं 5 मिनट में कॉल करता हूँ, पहले डोर तो ओपन कर ले दे, तेरा बहन रो रहे बाहर. She was literally crying. Then after that they both called me and said, I told you, forget about it, share me all the data, we'll connect with the local police over there. And we connected. Investigation is still on. It just happened very recently. So that's why I'm again saying, well-educated, literate persons are falling prey. It's nothing but these people, victims, the fraudsters are playing with one, trust, emotion, right? Victims, how are they falling prey? Greed. IT company, I'll tell you the story. Okay, before that. So we've been talking and you've been listening all this while. Hi, sir, hi. Hello, hi, sir. You asked a question, right? Or no, person sitting behind you. I didn't get your name. You asked a question, but I didn't get your name earlier. You answered something, right? Yeah. So I didn't get your name. I normally ask names when they answer. Tarun. Okay. You're Tarun, just Tarun? Tarun Bharani. Okay. You're based out of Hyderabad. Okay. You born and brought up in Hyderabad? Okay. You're from? Uttar Pradesh. Oh, wonderful. That's awesome. So, yeah, Uttar Pradesh में बहुत सारा हो रहा है अभी development. Okay. All right. So, since how long are you in Hyderabad? 5 years. You're working in an IT profession? No, I'm not doing anything. Okay, let's leave it there. I don't want to take much time. This is what the fraudsters are doing. Okay? Here तो मैं बहुत सारा बोल चुका हूँ बोल के आप नहीं दे रहे हो. Believe me, wherever I go, I conducted a session for a defense, people. They are all from vigilance department. कितना vigilant रहते हैं मालूम है? I don't want to bring them down or keep them low, but I say बातों बातों में I gathered the entire information. I connected him. आपका date of birth ये है, आपका बच्चा इधर पढ़ रहा है, okay? Your wife is working in this place. I gave the entire information as soon as I collected the data. Right? That's what the fraudsters are doing these days. They're just on a call, right? And we trust them, right? You might have trusted me. You didn't trust me now, but we trust them and give the information, right? Never ever give your personal information, PII, personal identifiable information. Now I'll come to that. Where are we leaving this information? How many of you go to shopping malls? All of us do shopping, right? When you come out of your shop, when you are done with your shopping and just before exiting, one nice looking lady or a gentleman comes to you with a coupon, right? Fill this, you'll win a BMW or some plot somewhere near Shamirpet or kuch to bhi. And we fill the form, right? Yes or no? And few months back or maybe till last year, we used to get calls that, you have won something, you need to come to Amruta Castle to collect your gift. So those happened. Now this is a new funda. This is a new modus operandi, right? Fill the data. How many of you go to restaurants for dinner, lunch, right? End of the day, after your meal, feedback form. Meal kaisa hai, right? Ambience कैसा है. उसके बाद क्या आता है? Name, your full name, your date of birth, your mobile number, your date of anniversary. Have you ever filled? Many of us fill the data. And have you ever received that, okay, happy birthday, today आपको 50% discount दे रहे हैं, आ जाओ हमारे restaurant? No, right? This is nothing but they are gathering your data. Believe me, all these people, again, I'm not blaming all the restaurants or the shopping malls out there, but people are working there. People from Bharatpur, Jamtara, Mewat, they have their people in restaurants. They collect the data just for, 1,000 data or 1,000 personal details, a mere 500 rupees. They pay mere 500 rupees and these data will be entered into the dark web, right? So be very careful. Never ever give your data outside, like in restaurants or shopping malls. How many of you give I will come to that. How many of you give your phone number in your shop while doing shopping? More market में या रत्नदीप में? हाँ. phone number. They are just collecting the data. That's what I'm. That's a good tip. A big round of applause for them, for system. Yeah. So that is because mobile number these days is connected to your Aadhaar card, your PAN card, your bank account, whatnot. It is connected to your voter ID also these days, right? So your mobile number is nothing but your, yeah, that's all. Your life is at stake. If you are giving your mobile number, that means it's done. So never ever give your mobile number which is connected to your bank account. So what I do is, that's what I mentioned right at the beginning of the program. I have 4 SIM cards. One SIM card is not at all connected with any of the banks or anything else. Wherever I go, because some medical shops, they require mobile phone. It is mandatory to give your mobile number in medical shops, because there might be medicines which should be prescribed by the doctors that needs to be entered into the database. Otherwise, like for example, alprazolam, that should be a prescribed medicine. The doctor should prescribe it, and that should go into the database of the medical shop. Otherwise, they will not issue the medicine, right? So better use a number which is not connected to your bank account, right? Next is income tax, right? So that is pretty much about social engineering crimes, how they do in person, getting the data, on phone, panic, anger, in form of donations, wishing, online phishing, spear phishings, honey trapping. Will not really go into all of them. Phishing, how many of you know? Yeah, you're.
Sorry to interrupt, sir. I have one question related to the mobile number that you were talking about just now. So, what if someone gets a mobile number and tries to log in into different websites? Let's say different Myntra, Ajio, or different websites.
With your number?
With our mobile number. So, the OTP starts coming to our number. So, in that case, what should be the recommended remedy that we should take?
So I'll give you one number.
Thank you.
At the end of this session. Please remind me.
Sure.
So you need to, if you get that particular message, you need to upload that screenshot onto a WhatsApp message. Just remind me at the end of this session. So we are creating a central repository of all these fake mobile numbers, fake links, and fake messages as a central repository. As a CSC, we have as an umbrella, we have another organization called as Telangana State Police Center of Excellence for Cyber Safety. That is one wing which works under SCSC. And the other one is Telangana State Cyber Security Bureau, which is in the Command Control Center. And our Commissioner, Sri Stephen Ravindra Garu, is the Director for TSCSB, Cyber Security Bureau. So there we are creating a central repository of all these fake numbers and fake messages. So that will be mapped. So we'll keep a track of all these messages.
So the mobile number is mine only. Let's
Yeah.
say it's my mobile number. So somehow they have received my mobile number in dark web, as you said. So now they're trying to log in into different websites using my mobile number, using the OTP method.
Yeah, that's where. So once you log in, what we'll do is we'll map it. Where exactly this particular message is coming from. Who has logged in using your mobile number. So once we connect that dot, we'll be able to nab the culprit. Am I making sense?
So let's say I'm facing that issue. So what can I do from my end?
That's what. I'll give you a number. Okay.
Sure.
So you can just log in and give that data. It will take time. Nothing is like we can't, just like that, we can't do that. But it will take time. But it will be solved for sure.
Okay.
Right?
Thank you.
Sorry? He has to register. I'll give him the number where he needs to register. Okay. So phishing, you all know, right? So phishing is nothing but you'll get update your KYC. Your bank account is going to be blocked or your debit card is going to be blocked. So and you'll get a link in that particular message. This is not visible for you, but that will pretty much look like ICICI.com. ICICI.com is a common. But fraudsters, phishing is nothing but what they do is, instead of ICICI in one place, I will be an exclamation mark. Right? And just looking at it, and the page will be pretty much similar to ICICI Bank. Yeah, deceptively similar. And there you'll have username and password. You'll give your username and password, and immediately, as soon as you click on the link, the one thing is, as soon as you click on the link that you receive, what happens is, it injects malware onto your smartphone. So your smartphone gets compromised. That means that once it gets compromised, whatever actions you perform on your smartphone will be cloned to the fraudster's device. So all your transactions, all your activities on your smartphone will be seen by the fraudster. Right? So never ever click on any link. The question that you asked before the session. Never ever click on any link. So if you have, when in doubt, so there are many websites. So these days, these links are in short forms, right? You will never get ICICIbank.com/whatever. You will get bit.ly/XYZ, right? So when in doubt, copy that particular URL and in Google, search for expand URL. Okay, in Google, search for expand URL. You'll get to expandurl.net. Copy paste that particular short URL in the expand URL website. Click on expand. It will give you the actual URL, original URL, where it is leading to. Private browser? Whatever. As soon as you click on a link in incognito, that means gaya kaam. Your smartphone will be compromised, because all these links are injected with malware.
This expand URL I'm not aware of, but can we copy the link and paste in the Google search
So, yeah, you can search for it. It will go to a phishing website. You will feel that, okay, this is ICICI only. Right? When you expand it, it will show you that ICICI.abc.com. So, here, you can see that, right? This one. Security.onmicrosoft.com. Security.onmicrosoft. What happens is, phishing URL mein, always remember this. .com या .co.in से पहले, that is called as TLD, top level domain. .com or .co.in or .org or whatever it is. Whatever comes before that is the actual domain. If it is SBI, it should be sbi.co.in. It should not be sbi.abc.co.in. Right? Am I making sense? If it is HDFC Bank, it should be hdfcbank.co.in. It should not be hdfcbank.abc.co.in. Right? And also, A में बहुत सारे फर्क्स रहते हैं. A can be alphabet like a little, I didn't have that here, it's in another presentation. At the rate of, okay, they'll change those alphabets. Right? Be very careful. I always say this: pause, think, and then click. Pause, think, click. Pause, think, share. Right? How many of you receive these messages of like, yaar, a photograph aaya, share with 10 other members, you'll receive some good news in 10 minutes. How many of you shared? No, I've shared. नहीं, मेरा बुरा दिन था. एक बार I was going through a bad phase in the COVID times. I thought, चलो share करेंगे, 10 मिनट में कुछ चमत्कार हो जाएगा. Believe me, happened with me. Immediately within 10 minutes, not 10 minutes, but maybe in 1 hour, I received some good information. Right? So it happens. It depends. Luck. But so earlier, when we did not have this Wi-Fi, ISPs were very clever. These SIM providers or the networks, Geo and that those days were some Jet or I don't know. I forgot those names. Vodafone. They were all clever players. Those were the revenue models. They used to create these kind of messages, jokes, or these photographs, share with 10 members, then 10 members will share with 10 members, right? You'll use your data. When you use your data, they'll get revenue, right? So that was a revenue model. You are not seeing these days, right? Those kind of messages, because those days we used to have the data. Now that we are using Wi-Fi everywhere, so ho gaya kaam, right? So be very careful always. And again, whatever message, this is the election period, right? So think before sharing anything. We know about Pappu, we know about Godi, we know about whatnot. I'm not pro of Telangana, or no, I'm not a pro BJP, I'm not a pro Congress, but I think, practically, I think logically, is it correct or not? Because we see these days, it's been there since quite few years, that they edit the clips, videos of particular politician. They edit in such a way that it creates a fun part of him or her. And we blindly believe and share with 10 other people. And everyone will believe that. So, think practically, yaar. Just think and then take a decision. If you feel that yes, it is correct, share it. Otherwise, cut the chain there itself. Am I making sense? Right. So, fight the fish. Let us fight the fish. URL, never click on URL links. Credentials, never give out your credentials.
.SBI website, is it phishing or is it SBI? Online SBI.
Sir, आप Siri use कर रहे हो? Yeah, online SBI.SBI is the new. They have changed it. This is a spoof, sir. This is a spoof. Google may never and this is the correct point he has raised. Big round of applause. I totally forgot about it. हाँ? योनो है अभी भी है. हाँ नहीं वो. So never ever rely on Google search results. Right? If you want to go to contact number, if you want a contact number of a customer or custom support person, go to the actual website, because Google is not at fault. I can create random like 10 websites similar to SBI or some urban company or some Airtel, and these fraudsters, what they do is they push the search result on the top of the Google search. How many of you go to 10th page of Google search? 5th page? First page. That's all. First page mein, yeah, you are smart. You go to 10th page. Okay. Right. So, oh, yeah. Wonderful. So, when you search on Google, yeah, this is actually, they came up with, okay, I can't highlight it. Okay. .co.in is good. Yono Business is good. .sbi is good. sbicard.com is good. This is also good. Where this one. scf.sbi. Right? Be very careful on those. Don't click on that, sir. Okay. Yeah. No. It's a spoof website, but there SBI is coming up with various URLs these days. They are sharing that we have changed from this to this. So SBI online SBI dot SBI is a new URL that they came up with. Earlier it was co.in, right? .co.in, or first it was .com, then they came to .co.in, then now SBI dot SBI. So they are changing, right?
So this is the right approach to write the online SBI, or you can write the directly address in the address bar.
So you can search for Google in Google, but you need to ensure that whether it is going to the correct website or not. How do we know that it is going to the correct website or not? When you go onto the website, again, as I told you, sir, can you click on that one link? Yeah, can you click on this? No, not this link, sir. No, ऊपर जाइए आप.
Online SBI is there first.
Yeah, scroll up. हाँ, नीचे थोड़ा ये पहला, हाँ, ये क्लिक कीजिए. नहीं, द ऑनलाइन SBI का. I'll tell you what, sir. So उसमें जो ऑनलाइन SBI.SBI है ना, that is good. But what if you get online SBI.xyz.SBI? That is a phishing URL, right? So never ever give your credentials on that particular website and report it immediately. How do you report it? We'll come to that. Okay. All right. So credentials never give. Never click on any attachments. Unknown. You might say they'll send that you have won a lottery. Okay. To that, open this particular PDF. PDFs are notorious. Yeah, that is Xerox. Will come to that, sir. That is fine, but never open. If you feel that there's something fishy, never click on or download a attachment, because attachment, everything comes free again. Malware sits on your smartphone or your device. All right. So next slide, please. Can you please? So how many of you go to a Xerox shop, a copy shop, and get your documents copied, right? We all go, right? I've seen many people, right? I told you I do shoulder surfing, and I have this bad habit. So जहाँ भी जाते हैं ना बच्चे, खास करके बच्चे क्या करते हैं, भैया अन्ना 10 copies తీసి ఇవ్వవా అని చెప్పేసి they'll give that particular document, Aadhaar card or some important document, and they'll be on their smartphones, busy on playing something or doing or talking to someone. Believe me, a commissioner of department, they have busted a case in Amirpet where many Xerox shops, they were collecting copies of all these documents and selling them to dark web, on dark web. How do they collect? Yeah, what they do is they just take one copy and they say that अरे ये खराब हो गया, ऐसा ऐसा करके फेंक देते हैं. Then they give us the actual copy. We'll leave that place. Again, they'll take all those जो कचरा था, then वो पूरा निकाल के they sell that. Be very careful when you go to these shops. Have your eyes on the operator. Get the printout and take it. So be very careful. These are happening in Hyderabad. So be very careful.
Many times you transfer on WhatsApp.
Yeah, we transfer.
That is like more dangerous.
Sorry?
That is more dangerous.
Of course. So believe me, Paisa Bazaar, right? If someone logs on to Paisa Bazaar, these cases came to us. As soon as they log on to Paisa Bazaar, someone calls you saying that they are from this so and so bank, share your details. And if one person is in need of money, he sends all those Aadhaar card and everything, right? Gaya aapka. So again, you need to lock your biometrics. When required, you need to open it, otherwise no. Again, never share. If you want loan, directly approach the bank, get the loan, right? I'm taking so much of time, I guess. Yeah. Investment frauds, after this we'll close with.
Expand URL, where we find that option?
Just expand URL. Can you, sir? Can you? So before we do that, we can do that in the open forum, sir. So IT professionals are falling prey to this. Yes. How many of you have received this message saying that work from home, earn 10,000 rupees in 3 hours? We all received that. How many of you are working from home? You reject them. You reject, right? But the Rajendra Garu mentioned 5 crore rupees. One person lost 5 crore rupees, right? 5 point, yeah. So this was nothing but he received a message saying that work from home, earn 20,000 rupees per day. And the activity was very simple. It was nothing but like 3 YouTube videos. Like 3 YouTube videos, take a screenshot, share it with us. We'll pay you 1,500 rupees. इतना इजी काम है. अरे यार मैं सुबह से लेकर शाम 9 घंटे काम करता हूँ मैं. I'm not getting that much money. How come just 5 minutes task, right? Liking 3 videos is a 5 minutes, not even 5 minutes. And you are getting 1,500 rupees. This fellow, sorry to use this word, he is a vice president of a big MNC. Just a stone's throw from commissionerate. All right. So I think he was feeling bored, or I don't know, he wanted to earn more, or greed, right? He clicked on the link. He took the task. He liked 3 videos. Immediately, his account was credited with 1,500 rupees. And then again he received another message saying that you are doing really great. We'll give you 10 more tasks. You like those 10 videos, you'll get 5,000 rupees. He liked it. So it started from there. And after a couple of more tasks, then they said, we have a platform on Telegram. Why don't you join Telegram? You can do more tasks there. We have a very a dedicated group there. Just join our channel. And he joined that Telegram channel. And in that, there were tasks. They have to review some websites, some hotels, restaurants, rate them, and they'll pay them. He got some 1 lakh rupees in just 3 hours. Okay, 1 lakh in 3 hours. Right? And after that, in that group, couple of people were discussing about investments. Yeah, I've invested 1 lakh today, and in 24 hours, I got 5 lakhs. And they shared that screenshot. When you are in that group and go through those posts, you'll get, at one time, thoda to jata hai, अरे कुछ तो है, अरे मैं भी करूँगा. Someone said, then immediately he received another message, sir, you are doing really great in these tasks. Why don't you invest? Right? You have already received 1 lakh plus rupees till now. Why don't you invest 1 lakh and you'll earn more? He invested 1 lakh rupees and he received 5 lakhs. This happened in 24 hours. All this modus operandi happened in 24 hours. He received 5 lakhs. And with 5 lakhs, then he kept on investing. It went on till 2 crores. Right? So they'll have a typical dashboard where they'll show that you have invested this much, your returns are this much. Okay? So he has invested some 1.5 crores and he can see his returns as 3 crores. He was happy. Then he kept on investing more and more and more. He invested till 5 crores. He was seeing some 11 crores that he can withdraw. So finally he wanted to withdraw that amount. Then he thought, I'll withdraw. So can I withdraw that whatever 11 crores that I'm seeing there? Then they said that, no, you are not eligible. For that, you need to pay tax amount of 5 lakh rupees. He said, it's 11 crores aa raha hai, 5 lakh mein kya ja raha hai? So he again transferred 5 lakhs. That 5 crore he invested, the balance amount which sir mentioned, 38 lakhs, was the tax amount. That again, He kept on transferring, thinking that, okay, I'll get some amount. Then finally, after investing all that amount, then he realized that he's being defrauded. He approached us. But this has happened for a period of 15 days. Right? First, he felt very, kind of like guilty. He didn't go to anyone because, a vice president at that level getting defrauded it's shameful, right? He can't talk to anyone about it. But finally, he knows our Secretary General. He came through that channel and then he reported, investigation started, right? But we can't do anything in those cases because he wantedly, purposely did that, right? So he shared OTPs, he transferred money, and the investigation is still on to nab the culprits. End of the day, even if the money doesn't come, at least we need to nab the culprits. At least we need to make sure that no one else falls prey to those kind of crimes, right? Am I making sense? So that is pretty much about investment frauds. Be very careful. And this was a very, yeah.
This money never grows. Is he seeing in his own account like SBI or something, or it is some account?
Just the dashboard, sir. Just a dashboard.
So his actual money is going from his bank, whichever. But where it is going and where it is showing is not.
Nothing. It's just a dashboard created, it's kind of like a fake one, an application. Yeah, it's like a video game. Simple. Money is real. What you are seeing there as a withdrawal is or fake. This is, believe me, she did her MSc in computer science. She fell prey to this crime. This is nothing but work from home. We will send you a bundle of pencils. You need to pack them in 10 numbers and send them back to us, and we'll pay you 5,000 rupees. And this came from Mumbai. The task is from Mumbai. Mumbai से pencils Hyderabad को आएंगे. Hyderabad से pack करके you need to send them back to Mumbai and you'll receive 5,000 rupees. Does it really make sense? Yeah. She fell prey to this. Believe me, in Hyderabad, was only one case registered. But in Chennai, Mumbai, and other places, there are hundreds of cases who fell prey to this kind of crime. अरे यार, think practically, pencils कोई बेचता है और आप पैक करके बेच रहे हैं. It's fun, right? हाँ. Yeah. So why are we missing that? Yeah. So this is all that discussions of that case. Safety tips: simply ignore and delete such messages. Okay? Never click on them. Do not call on contact numbers mentioned in such messages. They'll say that, okay, contact this number and you will get it, right? So never ever do that. Do not click on unknown link or link mentioned in such messages. Never share your OTPs, CVV numbers. Do not enter debit or credit card numbers, and do not save your debit card number. RBI has mandated, right? Do not save your debit card or credit cards on e-commerce platforms, right? If you are saving it, that is your consent. Even RBI can't do anything, yeah? UPI ID. Yeah, that is again, sometimes if there is a breach on Zomato or some other place, it is up to you. You can delete it, right? So there is I'll do. So one technology is like this, simple. I'll put it in a very simple way. You know about knife, right? घर में क्या करते हैं? सब्जी काटते हैं, ये फ्रूट्स काटते हैं. अगर वही सब नाइफ अपन बाजार में लेके गए तो it might end up stabbing someone or hurting someone. Technology is also the same way. Use it in a best way, it will help you. Otherwise, you'll see hell there, right? So that's one.
So 1 second.
Yeah.
Online, if any credit card is saved, how to delete?
There is an option you can delete, right? If you go to an e-commerce website, you can delete it after your transaction is done. Yeah, there are options. Yeah.
Saved cards.
Very quick question. One is something like when we do any online transaction using a debit card or something. So on the vending machine where we are swiping the card, there is something a customer copy also. So somebody just told me what is the customer copy? They don't have it over here. But actually you should take it and actually destroy it. Is that mandatory or you can let it?
No, you have to take the customer copy because these days even those kids are very they take the data, they connect every details and everything. You need to take the customer copy. Sometimes you end up you'll be busy while taking a metro आ रहा है रत्नादीप में चले गए कुछ परचेस करने के लिए. Instead of 40 rupees they might end up 400 rupees, right? सब आपको कस्टमर कॉपी चाहिए, नहीं नहीं रख लो बोलते हैं. We normally say that, right? You might end up losing some few more bucks. So having a customer copy helps you reporting. Yeah. Yeah. Truecaller again, never ever believe on Truecaller. Okay, Truecaller, I can give your name as on my number, I can give your name, right? And Truecaller also reads your messages and your contacts, and it has access to everything. So this is one good point. Whenever you are downloading any application, be very careful in what access that you give, right? For example, for Zomato, do you require microphone? Through an application, yeah. If it is mandatory, yes. Otherwise, there's no need to give access to. Is it required to give access to camera? Sometimes yes or no, because if the food is bad, you can take a photograph and send it. But for Zomato, it is not required, camera. But do you think Zomato requires access to gallery? No? So think about it. What kind of permissions that you are giving to these applications when you are downloading? Never ever go on clicking next, next, next and submit. Okay? So be very careful in the permissions that you give and then download the application, right? All right. So I'll open it for quick 2 questions and then we'll close it, and we're already. Can we? Yeah. Yes, sir. I'm listening.
There is no auditing mechanism with so many rules on the public like that.
So yes, sir. So there is an authority. Actually, there are 2. Android is more prone for attacks because it's an open source, right? Anyone can design develop a application and upload it onto Android, mobile phones. Whereas in Apple, they do a scrutiny of applications. You need to pass, there is a quality check that happens in Apple iStore, and then only it goes onto the iStore. So that in that way, Apple has a security. Whereas Android is more prone to attacks.
Play Store is not there having those kind of an auditing mechanism. Somebody has to be responsible.
That's where, sir. So they don't because it's an open source platform. First of all, it's free, right? So, and the other thing is, that's where earlier it was mandated. Whatever you download, you need to allow everything or give access to microphone, gallery, or whatever it is. But now it is up to you to give the consent. If you want to give access to your gallery, it is up to you. So Google has made it clear. Like if you are allowing, that is left to you.
Yeah, that's
Right.
what I meant.
Yeah.
Google or somebody like that has to mandate that by default these are the minimum things.
Yeah, it has come in place, sir. It's already there. It's already there. Yeah.
Sir, I received call from the same number. It has happened last month 2 times it has come. What does it mean?
From your own
Yeah,
your
own
number.
Yeah, one number, same call.
So better reach out to the provider. Airtel, is it Airtel or? Please reach out to you. There might be a case of a SIM swap. Okay, someone might have cloned your SIM. Okay, there are chances.
Okay, I didn't answer and never ever.
Never answer. Even if you receive the call, once you take the call, it will just get disconnected. So once you receive the call, that means that your phone gets compromised. Okay, so reach out to the provider, change the SIM card. Okay, ask them, tell them that you have lost the SIM or someone is misusing your SIM and you change it. Yeah. Yeah, you have to change the SIM. Yeah. I'll take one. Yeah. So there are two aspects of it. Cashify you can trust. Okay. First of all, you need to reset to factory settings. Okay, factory default settings. But yes, I can again, even if you do a factory reset, I can retrieve all the data. We have various tools. We can retrieve the entire data. But Cashify, what they do is, they will erase it from the chip level. Okay, they will erase the entire data from the chip level and then they'll say, take your smartphone. Okay, so there are a couple of tools which I'll share some links and some information with sir. He can share it whenever you are here. So you can use that whenever you want to sell your phone. You can quickly erase the entire data so that even the other person, the third person, if you sell that phone to someone, believe me, Jagdish Market, you might have heard it, right? Yes. That's a notorious place. They can do anything, you know. Yeah. So that's what I'm saying, sir. Even if you do a factory setting, I can do. Just forget about them. I can just retrieve the data. Right, sir? Yeah. We will quickly close this. Done. Okay. We finally came to. If someone feels that they are defrauded, immediately report to 1930. First thing that you need to do is don't even call your bank. First call 1930 and raise a complaint. Right? Then after that, call your bank, ask them to block all your accounts. Whatever accounts you have in that particular bank, or if you feel that you are defrauded, immediately, if you are a victim, then you need to block your accounts. Call 1930. 1930 will immediately send you a WhatsApp message with the details asking for your name, what exactly happened with screenshot and everything. After that, once you're done with that, they will send you an acknowledgement number. If the amount is more than 1.5 lakh, you need to come to the commissionerate. If it is less than 1.5 lakh, you need to approach the local police station.
Sir, one question. Is this fraud happen in saving banks or current account?
Whatever. End of the day, it is money that you have lost.
No, current account is more money. Saving is little more money.
सर सेविंग्स में भी बहुत सारे करोड़ों रहते हैं सर. नहीं, जो भी है मनी तो मनी है. End of the day, a victim has lost. So 1930, 1930 should be the mantra. Please, spread this number to your neighbors or your friends, whoever it is. 1930. And if it is a bullying case, or 1930 only takes financial frauds. Okay, and the other one is NCRP, that is National Cybercrime Reporting Portal, cybercrime.gov.in. It's not cybercrimes.com, it is cybercrime.gov.in, right? You need to register and file a complaint. Then it will route to the local police station or the commissionerate, and then the investigation starts. Yes, in person you have to go. If it is a bullying and if you feel that you don't want to reveal yourself, then you can post it as anonymously also. Alright, if it is a bullying case. If it is a financial fraud, you need to come to the police station. Right? Even if you post it, even if you want, keep your name, end of the day, the department will keep victim's name anonymous. Whatever names I took, like just now I took my son as a Wi-Fi, he didn't change his password, but the victim was someone else. So we never take names, right? So even if we take the name, it is not the actual or the original victim's name, all right? So you can rest assured, you can go file a complaint. You can reach out if you feel that you can't directly walk into the police station. You can call us. We are always there in SCSC. We'll guide you how to approach the inspector and file a complaint. Right?
Can you give your SSC number?
My number. Okay. Okay.
You can call your SSC, you said,
Yeah.
Contact number is there. You can
Yeah. So if you are a victim, you can call me directly. That's not because I deal with cyber security. So my number is 9009. But please call me only if, no one should be a victim. But yeah, it's 9009 81506. My name is, that's a good question. Bhanu Murthy. That's the official number. Yeah. I only lift when it is like, yeah, I know. So thank you very much for patiently listening to my boring or whatever, I think this helped. The session has helped you, right? Thank you. Thank you.
So let's take a moment to express our appreciation with a huge round of applause to humble and very divine expert Brother Bhanu for such an eye-opener session and revealing so many case studies emphasizing on critical need of online safety. Now I will invite on the stage our senior Raj Yoga teacher, Brother Vamshi, for the word of thanks.
Our heartful thanks to Bhanu Garu. One round of applause for Bhanu Garu. Because in spirituality it is said that money is important in terms of several things. It is a product of our energy, our thought, our karmas and all these things. And we always have that concern to protect and safeguard that money. And thanks, brother. It's not only just about safeguarding our money in cyber world, but about identity and several other aspects you have touched. And I'm sure that this session is not really complete, right? So we request you to have one more detailed session, subject oriented with theory and some questions only on the topic, because now it's being the first time we're all having such a nice exposure into elaborated discussion is there. So we'll have a precise, is it okay for all of you? Yeah, one specific or two specific topics and questions only for related to those things. So thank you once again, Bhanu Garu. Last week I had requested Bhanu Garu and is very kind enough to accept immediately. And we invite you again and again. I request sisters on behalf of Brahma Kumaris and all of you will have a small compliment to Bhanu Garu. So on behalf of all of us, brother is receiving prasad. Mr. Vasanta.